Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here to share with you my special layouts from October. And normally I do this on the first day of the next month or the last day of the month that I completed, but I've had a lot going on and I decided that I'd share these with you really quick and then share a couple more things and then create a layout together. So first things first, this is one of my layouts that I did for scrapbookingwithanemarie.com, which is scrapbooking the day away. And this was one of my design team sketches. I have another one somewhere, but it must have gotten put away with my stuff. So, but this one I love, and, well, I love them all, but this was a really fun one, and I got to document my sweet puppy. So there is that. That is a current picture. This is from 2017, and this was actually for, I'm doing a Survivor thing with Croppin' Robin, and this was one of the things you had to use washi, so I pulled out some washi and did some stacked washi, and I love the way this turned out and documented some of my favorite pictures of my boys. This was also one for Croppin' Robin, not for Survivor, but for her monthly little kit she'll send out. It's like $5. It's super great. She sent all these fun little embellishments, and then you got to use them how you wanted. And I had lots and lots of fun at creating this layout. And this actually is going to go in my the trip that I just took with my friend and my best friend and my kiddos. So this is actually going in there. So I'm excited because I did this before I decided to do the Kill a Kit series. Luckily, for the most part, it fits in because it's got all these embellishments from the kits that I pulled for that. Then this is Mix It Up Monday, and there's videos for I think everything else that you're going to see from here down to the bottom of the specialties. So I use this Fancy Pants collection, sidekick optional, and documented these pictures of my kids and their dad with the Batman figure that was at the mall. And had so much fun, and Mix It Up Monday is so much fun, and I got an opportunity to use these Super Sis, Super Bro, and Super Dad. And then this is JQ Crafty's Craft IQ for the month of October. And this will also go in my kit or in my layouts for that trip, because these are from our trip to Gettysburg. And I followed all her layers and her bonus layer. If you all have not checked out JQ Crafty and her Craft IQ every month, it is so much fun. So much fun. So here's that. Set those aside. This also will be going in my Kill a Kit series, because that's what I used here was products from my Kill a Kit to document this squirrel. And this was to celebrate my friend Anna with Peacecraft Love hitting 800 subscribers and celebrating her birthday. So she gave us a handful of things that we needed to incorporate. One of them was a squirrel, one was coffee, but it was also coffee colored, so I have some coffee colors going on in here. A black cat, which I tucked in, something about a birthday, so I got a little birthday cupcake up here, and then the color teal. So I think it was all 5 of them. So I got all that, plus she's the one who sent me all this fabulous stash in my Creative Ambassadors kit. This is from Pink Fresh Friday, and I love the way this turned out. This goes in my 2018 book, and this papers, I love these papers. They are so pretty, and all the little embellishments from, I think it's Life Right Now was where I pulled those out. There's that. This goes with 2017, and this is for Simple Stories Saturday, and I used the Good Stuff collection, which I'll be using again every month. Not necessarily for the Simple Stories Saturday, but for creating that month. For 2017, I'm doing a monthly where it incorporates things that happened during that month. It'd be like a cover page, which I've never done before, so I'm having fun with that. And then these next 4 are from a hop that I am a part of with some of the best crafters and some of my favorite people with Scrap Lift Crafternoon. And so we get a new layout every week, and every Sunday we scrap lift them and try and boost up their YouTube or Instagram. We typically try and pick people who are just getting started or have less subscribers, just trying to have some awareness. So I documented this, and I love this layout. Anna, I believe, picked this scrap lift, and there's videos for all 4 of these, so you can see, like, I know this one is Mel W Scrapper, and so I picked that. That's how I know. But there are videos for all of these, and it has who we were scrap lifting and their original and everything. And then this one we were scrap lifting Anna because it was her birthday. So this was a scrap lift of Anna with Peacecraft Love, and I used my some of the papers that I had got from her and some of the embellishments and everything that came from her kit. And then finally, I have this one, and this was our most recent, if October. We've already done one for I don't know what month's next, November, but this is the last weekend, the last Sunday of October, and I had so much fun. This was rosettes. Yeah, I couldn't. I tried really hard, you all. I even watched a couple videos, but it wasn't happening. So I used the flowers, and I love the way it turned out, but I will one day attempt rosettes again. So there is that. Now, let me tell you what I've got planned, and I'm hoping I can get it all done. Let me set my papers aside. This, don't worry, I'm not flipping through this because you would be here all day. Ready? This is 2018 in a pile. Now, one of the layouts I just showed you goes in here, and I need to get that in here. Oh, it's heavy, you all. It's like almost 100 layouts, or right at 100. A lot of these were created with the 30 Days of Sketches in October. Some of them were created in September doing scrap timber. Some of them have been done for my design team sketches, different places. But this, minus 2 layouts and one of the ones that I just shared with you, this is my 2018 documented. I'm ready to put it in a book. I am so very excited. Or, well, 2 books probably. Not probably, at least 2 books. I'm hoping to keep it to 2, but we'll see. So I have 2 more layouts to complete, and I wanted to do one of them with you today because I'm going to share this on Tuesday. So it'll be my Stash Dive Tuesday because I'm bringing in a few different things. So let me set this massive stack aside. Like I said, this is about 100 layouts because that's what I worked out to do. I felt like somewhere between 80 and 100 would fit in, hopefully 2 if they weren't too fluffy. Now you can see some of them have some 3D stuff going on. This was a hard year for me, and I wanted to share this with you all because you all have gone on this journey with me for a lot of these. I mean, I would say more than half of what is in here is documented on video. And I have not made it a secret at all that 2018 was really hard. It was the year that we lost my dad. We lost my aunt. I mean, lots and lots of sad things happened in 2018. And so it was really hard because prior to losing my dad, we were dealing with mental illness with my daughter. And then, of course, after losing my dad and my aunt, everything kind of revolved around that. So they were missing from birthdays and things like that. So it was really, really hard to move forward and scrapbook this lovely stack. I mean, like 5 inches or 6 inches or more of layouts, documenting one of the hardest years that I've ever had to be a part of. And I'm sure there will be harder years in the future because I have a lot of people in my world that I love, love, love very much. But this was definitely the cream of the crop, one of the hardest year I've had to go through so far. And 2020 was a very close call because we lost my grandmother and COVID and all of that kind of stuff, and some lots of loss and everything. But this one was hard. So I wanted to complete one of my layouts with you all. And I really just wanted to thank you all for encouraging me. I did a series starting in July. I did a full 5 weeks, every Saturday series called Courageously Crafting Scrapbooking Through the Hard Stuff, and documented some hard things that I've been through in the last 6 months, starting in the end of April, moving to when I did the videos. And towards the end of the video series, we lost my cousin unexpectedly. And so I decided that I would do another one, just one, in August. And then realized there were so many other hard things that I needed to document that I would go ahead and do the series once a month and put that out there, just kind of to continue to encourage people to document the hard stuff. So because of that, and because I felt so convicted to do it, it encouraged me to do this. I was certain I was going to stop in 2019 because I never chronologically scrapbooked before. I mean, I put them in chronological order, but typically what I do is I would document holidays, and all the holidays would be in a book. Christmas would all be in a book. You know, things for my daughter were in her book. Things for my son were in his book. And then things that were family oriented, I had like an entertainment scrapbook, and I had a sports scrapbook. And so things were kind of put together that way. I did not start January 1 of a year and go that way. So when I first joined Scrapbooking the Day Away with Anne Marie, she, like a lot of people, that's what they did. They documented like chronologically. And I thought, oh, well, I can't do that because I don't, I scrapbook how I feel. I can't start January 1 and scrapbook that picture and then go on and on and on. But then I found ways that I could print, document what I needed to document, like on a notepad or in a book, and then pull the pictures that I felt compelled to scrapbook that day and not be forced to go in scrapbooking order. Now, I put them in a book in chronological order, but I don't scrapbook them that way. This was one of the last layouts I did for 2018. It's the very first layout for the year. So, I did this like the first week of October, and I started doing 2018 in, I think, September, maybe even the end of August. So that helped me, and I decided I would do 2021 because that was the year I started. And then I would go back 1 year because I have a ton of like coronavirus scrapbooking stuff, quarantine scrapbooking stuff. I still do, you all, and I'm done with 2020. It's okay. So I decided that I would go back to 2020, and that was it. But then I'm halfway through 2020, and I thought, you know what? There was a lot of good things that happened in 2019. I'm going to go ahead and document that. I've got enough pictures and enough, memory from things that happened that I could document that. So I went ahead and pulled 2019's pictures from where I had them saved, decided what I wanted to document, went ahead and printed all the pictures, probably through Walgreens or something like that, because that's who I used to do all my pictures through. Got those printed off, worked on that, finished. Okay. So mind you, this tells you how crazy I am. I started all of this in May of 2021. Okay. So I have now completed chronological 2021 from January to December. I then pulled 2020 and did January through December. I then did 2019, January through December, and then decided that was it. There was no way I could go to 2018. And that is when you all, with your comments and messages and encouragement and gratitude for me doing the series, just inspired me. And I just put on my big girl pants and I printed the pictures. And I wrote down everything that I wanted to document to try and keep it into the 2 books because I'm running out of shelf room. And I decided what I was going to document, and I did it. I printed the pictures as I needed them, and the majority of these pictures were printed on my new HP Inspire, which I love, you all. And so I did it. So now I'm 2 layouts away from being 100% done, and I'm going to get those done today. And then I'm going to put this in the books, and I'm going to flip through them, and I'm going to have a little cry because, looking at my sweet daddy's face is a joy, as well as, I miss him, and it makes me sad to think about it, not being able to see him anymore, at least until, I'm done on this earth. But, you know, it's also a lot of joy remembering how funny he is or was, and how much he meant to our family, and how my family rallied together to bring it back and to be a family and to keep going, because that's what he would have wanted. That's what my aunt would have wanted. So I'm just really grateful to you all. And that's why I wanted to share this with you all. So I give you all the credit for this, for getting this done, and for having this part of my life documented, and something that I can look through, something my mom can look through when she's ready, and flip through it as her heart lets her go, lets her do that. I mean, there are pages in here documenting my aunt's funeral, my daddy's funeral, all the things, all the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the heartbreaking, the devastating. So, but I wanted to thank you all for this right here. And I think because this has been a little longer and I went on a little spiel, that what I'm going to do is create a second video that has the Stash Dive Tuesday, because it'll end up being like 30 minutes long if I don't. But thank you all. Thank you so much for the encouragement and the love and the inspiration, and all welcoming me into the scrapbooking family and the YouTube family, Instagram, all the different places. Thank you all. So that's what I'm going to end on. I'm going to set these aside. I'm going to pull out these 3 Thanksgiving pictures of me and my mom and my aunt and my son and my daughter. And I'm going to pull out some stash that I've pretty much busted through and document it and do a Stash Dive Tuesday video. So I hope you'll come back for that. And thank you again for this gift, for this really, really special gift. So, all right, I'll see you all in a very short amount of time, and happy scrapping.